hit you, but his speech so humble. You know what I'm saying? He really could have got him on that stage and been like, fuck you, you bum ass nigga. Like,
he really could have been like, sometimes you gotta pop out and show.
What up? What's happening? What's cracking, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the No Clearance Podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, here with the queen of the pod herself, KC, in the place to be. KC, what's good? What's happening?
What's popping? As always, I'm alive and well.
Alive and well. We need to get a design for that. Big shout out to Jay, producer of the pod. He is not with us this episode. He has to work. Shout out to having a job. Amen. May the checks
continue.
Come in like, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So yeah, no nerd news today because I don't keep up with that stuff as much as I would like to.
That's Jalen's
KC,
thing.
Do you plan on seeing Captain America next weekend?
I'm gonna be honest. I have every intention to go see it.
All right, let me know, because if you go, I'll make an attempt to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna scope out the scenery. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, cool. Because it is. Well, I'm not going on Valentine's Day, of course. I got planned. I already got reservations with D-Wop. You know what I'm saying? Oh, to all my niggas with ladies. Valentine's Day is on a Friday. There's no escaping this one. There's no escaping a Friday Valentine's Day.
No excuse.
Make your plans. And be aware of these restaurants trying to make you pay ahead of time for the Valentine's Day special. These niggas is trying to charge tickets like they restaurant special all of a sudden. Like a nigga just can't make regular reservations. So they trying to charge up front. I don't even know if the food gonna be good, KC.
Can you imagine? And is it gratuity in that or no?
I'm not sure, but these tickets pricey. Especially, they talking about 75,
why would you pay
85.
for something for a service you haven't received yet? I've never understood that.
That's what I'm saying. But y'all fellas, be careful out there, or if you smart. One thing I've done in the past, girl, let's cook a meal together.
That's actually cute.
Cook a meal, shrimp and grits.
This guy, shrimp and grits.
Shrimp and grits is if you put the right sauce in there, put the right sauce in the shrimp and grits, you tell me that ain't a nice meal. Y'all got
Tyler saying, hey, baby, we got 30 minutes. Let's go. Let's make
KC, how many restaurants you go to that got shrimp and grits on the menu? I know that. I know you still got shrimp and grits on the
but
on the dinner menu? On the entrees?
But that's what you're cooking together. That's what you would cook together.
You know how much chopping you got to do? Come on, girl, let's cut this sausage up. Let's cut these peppers.
Because you're doing like a gumbo type. It's not
we
just
doing the gumbo.
Okay.
Yeah, we making it nice. You feel me? Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Slap a little scrimp in there, you know what I'm saying? Maybe a little lobster. Ooh.
Fellas. Like, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm screaming.
So let's get to it, man. KC has all the tea. KC, what's been going on, man?
Okay, so there's a couple of things. Let's start with our my person high up, right underneath God, Beyoncé. She is going, I said underneath. You know, I'm not a heathen. She is going on tour. It's officially been announced. This was the announcement she wanted to make after the Super Bowl, after her halftime performance. She was like, ooh, I'm do an announcement. She pushed it back because of the fires. And I kind of knew it was going to be a tour, so it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so surprised. So if you are a Beehiver, if you're a Beyonce fan and you're broke, I'm praying for you. Thoughts and prayers being sent to you, because I know these tickets is about to be higher than a giraffe, you know what? Mm. But it is important to go see her because my girl finally got album of the fucking year. You know what I mean? Shots fired. It's been 25 years. She's given us Beyonce self-titled, Lemonade, Renaissance.
Renaissance.
She's given Dangerously in Love. I Am.
4.
You know what I mean? This woman, 4, which is my favorite Beyonce album by the way. She's given us so many bodies of works that have shifted and changed the industry, whether that's the artistry, the way it's crafted, the way it's delivered, the way it's sourced. This woman has done so much. So it's like a proud mama moment to see her get album of the year. It's a beautiful thing. So that's on the Beyonce tip, right? And we'll talk more about the other things she won. Then this is something I know a lot of y'all are, it's right in the front of your mind. K-Dot. This man is a certified hater. Listen to me now. Follow me. This man wrote a song about how this guy ain't shit. Even went as far to say, you know what? You're a fucking pedo. In the song where he names You're a Pedo, he wins several Grammys. We'll get into which ones he wins. And they play that exact part. And then the crowd, I'm talking about the crowd full of like people that are in the industry. Yes, there's a dash of fans. There's a lot of industry heads in there, right? Execs, artists, producers. And they all screamed out, a fucking minor. You got Taylor Swift holding up a fucking glass. For Taylor Swift to hold up a glass is insane, right? You got Beyonce grooving, like, yeah, this is her shit. I mean, if there was a time for Drake to kind of go back to the drawing board and reevaluate his shit, it would be now. Shout out to Kendrick, though. To be a hater and be a glorified hater and get awards for being a hater. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a beautiful thing.
Let me tell you what was so interesting about Kendrick. I'm going to say this about Kendrick, then I got something to say about the Beyonce tour. Kendrick was wearing what they call a Canadian tuxedo.
Talk to him. My favorite kind of tux, if we could be honest. The denim on denim go crazy.
The denim on denim was hard. And
with the little hat? Yeah, with the fitted?
Dog.
Man.
It's like he just know how to hit you, but his speech so humble. You know what I'm saying? He really could have got him on that stage and been like, fuck you bum ass nigga. Like,
he really could have been like, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Right, exactly. You know? But he's just so humble. Like, man, we doing this for LA, this for the city. You know what I'm saying? He just start shouting out all the cities. You know what I'm saying? You know, the fires, everybody affected by the fires. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. I was like, this nigga really is just like, he just hitting them with jabs every chance he get. The Super Bowl gonna be the haymaker.
It's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty.
Do you think he performs the song?
My thing is, I'm not gonna hold you. He gotta come in on that shit. Like, that's I think the first song has to. You gotta come in on that energy. First of all, you won several Grammys for this song. You be a fool not to open it up and be like, yeah, just another aha, gotcha, nigga. And then go into some other shit. You know what I mean?
Even if I just want him to go in there and like first thing he do, wah. I just that's how you start that motherfucker off.
And with the instrumental in the back, that's all we need. Because we know what it is.
That's all we need. Not fuck him up. It just go to the next song. We all
screen go black. You know what I mean? Then we transition. We go into the next thing. Yeah. See? Tell you.
Now, Beyonce tickets. First off, pre-sale. How much we talking?
For the section I want?
For the section
what I want and what I'm going to get. It's two different things. So
what you want? Let me get 2 racks.
Around there.
Okay.
Would you go to but that's like 2 racks. I'm in front of the fan. I'm adjusting her fan.
Got you,
That's two
got you,
racks.
got you, got you, got you.
I think what I want to get, I wouldn't be mad if I got like, you have the floor area and then
Uh-huh.
you got the seats right here. I
Yeah.
have always gotten the seats right here because it's like you're getting the best view. Nobody's in front of you. It's
That's a
actually
fact.
really, you
That's
know
a
what I mean?
fact.
And I think the most I paid for those seats ever, I would say is like four something,
That's all right.
you know?
That's
And
all right.
it's not bad because I wait for the like shit to die down and then I
Yeah.
cop it.
And for you to
But
be in Houston, I
it's
mean,
gonna
that's just legendary. That's
it's gonna be a
legendary.
movie. It's good. A Renaissance. I didn't even record. Like I was
Wha-
so into the show that I took like maybe one picture and I was like, oh shit, this is my, you know what I mean? And you go back to back. Like
Question
yeah,
though.
she don't give you a break.
Question. What's the outfit? I know you gonna get the cowboy boots.
Cool. So hear me out. Cause I already thought about this. Me and my homeboy, we already on the
Uh
drawing board. I'm thinking I want to go do-si-do.
you getting
So
Levi jeans.
no, see, because I feel like a lot of people gonna do the Levi jeans. So I kind of
Mm,
want to do the like casual, yeah, I'm a cowgirl type shit. Get the farmer dress loose,
okay.
get the one leg exposed, you roll it
Ooh.
up, pin it,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
get the belt, because it's all about the belt. The belt be crazy for the cowboys and
Uh-huh.
girls. Then get a sick hat,
Oh yeah.
right? Sick boots, and I'm thinking I want to get. I don't know what that gem is called, but it's like a blue stone that they all wear. Maybe like a ring or two, a necklace, and that's it. You know
Ooh.
what I mean? It's
Hey.
all about the details. You don't got to do too much to do enough. You know what I mean?
We gotta look for a black on cowboy,
Mm.
cowboy merchandise store. You
For
know
the
what I'm
hat and
saying?
the boots, at least.
For at
You know what
least
I
the
mean?
hat and the boots. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. For
because
sure.
I want to get quality stuff, but I want to give it to
Yeah,
the
we
people.
gotta
You
show
know what I
love.
mean?
We
Yeah.
gotta show support. We gotta find one. All right. Well, that's what's up. I wanna say, look, man, I don't know how many of y'all pay attention to politics, but prices may or may not be going up. So just be smart about your decisions. You want to
Mm.
go? I'm not talking to you, Casey. I'm talking to everybody out there. For all
Yeah,
the ladies,
my shit is tight. You saw I got
yeah.
like 2 cartons of eggs. I'm a millionaire. You
For,
know?
for all the ladies who like to spend money like drug dealers and go to brunch every
Mm.
Sunday, just remember, you're going to want to go see Beyonce.
You gotta sacrifice, ladies. I'm telling you. Ooh, and she's not going to a lot of cities. I think she's only going to like 6 or 9.
Oh, she better be coming to D.C. now.
She's
Let
going
me
to
check.
Washington, D.C.
That's all now. That's for fact. You got to go with the black people.
Yeah. Jada mad because she's not going to Boston. That's like, baby, you gotta choke that up to the game. I mean, you got to give that up to the game. I'm so sorry. Love Boston, but it was never gonna make the
She
list.
going to go ahead and take that flight. Go ahead and take that flight.
Mm.
Get the flight now.
Ooh, but I heard they're going up on flights, which honestly should be the opposite way you would think, huh?
Nah, that's not how it works, man. Supply and demand.
Well, no, but with all the flights damn near falling out of the sky, the planes.
First of all,
You might
real
want to give
quick,
me that shit for the half, for the low ski.
real quick, sending our love to the families who lost loved ones in
Absolutely.
the airplane helicopter crash, and to
Get
the
your
ones
money,
who
sue them motherfuckers. Yeah.
sending our love to those who lost their lives in Philly. That was a tough one to watch as well. But yeah, I feel you though. You would think at this moment, airlines is like, well, look, I don't know how many people gonna want to fly after seeing what they saw.
Yeah.
But these folk ruthless, man. These folk ruthless out here.
I'm telling you.
All right. Well, shout out to Beyonce. We'll get to it in a second. KC, the week has come. It is Super Bowl week. Super Bowl weekend is here. Sunday, February 9th.
Come on, Kendrick concert.
Full of stress and anxiety. Seeing as though my team is
It's
in
time
the
to
Super
shine.
Bowl.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles are playing the Kansas City Chiefs in New Orleans at Caesars Palace Superdome. KC, the final KC pick of the 2023-2024 season. KC, who do you have winning in the Super Bowl this week?
I'm gonna say this before I say who's gonna win, because I know who's gonna win. It's not really an option. If you choose who I choose on an app in which you receive money if you win, go ahead and slide some of that to the Patreon. Go ahead and slide. Matter of fact, you could Cash App us. Fuck around. Cut out the middleman. Go ahead and send it directly to myself, Tyler, Jalen. Hook us up. I'm not asking for the whole thing, but go ahead and, break us off a piece. I know for a fact the winners are going to be the Eagles. Period. Period.
I
Jalen been
feel
kind of
it.
exerting this energy of like head honcho, like he's, you know what I mean? He got something to prove. And I like that energy. You know what I mean? Sometimes when they come in too relaxed, it's like you
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't be relaxed. Your spirit should be uneasy. You
Mm-hmm.
should feel nervous, like the first day of school type shit. And I feel like he's been giving that vibe.
A lot of people been they've been hating on Jalen Hurts for a long time now. They've been feeling like
Mm.
he ever since he became the starter. They've been feeling like he's not the one. He's not the one to be a star.
Ooh.
He's not a starting quarterback. He's been proving niggas wrong.
Mm.
They continue to say he's not it. He's not a top quarterback. Well, he's gotten to 2 Super Bowls in 4 years. I don't know what
Ooh.
else to tell you, but
That's
this
not
is his
bad.
time. That's not bad at all. And he's been to the playoffs all 4 years since he's been a starter.
Hmm.
I don't know what to tell y'all niggas. This is
I
his
mean,
time.
the stats don't lie, huh?
Stats don't lie. I feel good about it, man. I feel good. I feel like they just don't like to see a black man that humble. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
He
Say
really
more.
he comes off. First of all he does is have Instagram quotes in his interviews. Then keep the main thing the
No,
main thing.
his interviews are funny though. I've been seeing them on Instagram.
You know what I'm saying? Um, the ladies love him. But he not boastful about anything.
No.
Real humble guy. And of course, if you knew his story, you would know
Mm.
why, right? But no matter how successful he is, he just keeps this even keel about himself. And for the
Mm-hmm.
media, it's just not anything that they can really use. And I feel like they like to
I
try
think
and
that's what it is though. I think that's what bothers them is that they
yeah.
don't have, you know what I mean? They can't get anything to use against him.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to her. Shout out to the whole Eagles squad, man. We finna take it. I feel good about this one. Hopefully I can go to the parade, but we'll see. We'll see how it go.
Be careful, those parades, motherfucker. And I would not get over that man. I'm like, you got a DJ set up on you? Like, that nigga just whipped that shit out. I'm like, this how y'all do it in Philly? God forbid. I don't know what else these niggas is carrying, but be careful. A whole
Uh,
speaker table, mixer. I said, wow,
man.
this
All
nigga
right.
was ready.
Let's get to the main topic, man. Let's talk Grammys. We want to show some love, man. Shout out to black people. Black people
I
really do their thing.
mean, these niggas said, you know what? We got something for y'all.
First off, man, Kendrick Lamar took away
A sweep.
5 awards for the same song. He got Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Song, Best Rap Performance, and Best Music Video. There's a couple things that this says. Number one, I found this quite kind of surprising. I'm gonna tell you why. He initially dropped this song on YouTube, and I say that because I really thought they was going like on some industry stuff, like why is he dropping, this stuff on YouTube and not the streaming services? I thought it was gonna be a whole industry thing. You would do wop. So I thought that was gonna be something that would like hinder the award. But some things are just too big to ignore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him for, even though the video, the video takes some shots, but he put the city on. You know what I'm saying? And there's something to be said about investing and showing love to your people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this was absolutely absurd. And shout out DJ Mustard. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is a huge win for him. I mean,
he been doing this for a long time.
I think he's been doing this for a long time. I will say I feel like he has made music that we as black people are like, oh yeah, this is the shit, but I don't think it's gotten the like attention or, to this level of, magnitude that this track has received. But
Yeah.
to know that like Mustard was sending, and this is like well before the beef, but he was like, yo, I really just wanted to make some shit with Kendrick. Kept sending him 100 different, beats, and this was the one that like, did it. And then look at all the, recognition he's getting. So it's dope.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. Shout out Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to the West Coast.
Mm.
Man. Next, man, let's go down to Houston, man. Beyonce
Mm.
won Album of the Year. She also won Best Country Album and Best Country Duo / Group Performance for her song with Miley Cyrus.
Which is one of my favorites off the album. That song goes hard.
And she looked lovely in the dress. Shout out to B. Shout out to B. Yo, let me tell you something. When she won that award and was hugging Blue, when I tell you I had no idea who that was, I was like, oh, that lady, she must have been a major part of that.
Because
album.
she's super
I
tall.
was like, yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was like, I was like, oh, who was her friend? Who that friend?
No, that's Beyonce's manager. Yeah.
My nigga Jay-Z out here. Jay-Z was like, yeah, you see him with the fist?
No, but I mean, he was surprised when she got the country album though.
Yeah.
Even he was like, "Oh shit!" What?
He was more surprised about the country album than Album of the Year.
Yeah, I think Album of the Year was just like, nah, if y'all snub her again,
yeah,
this is out of control.
Big facts, big facts. Now, mind you, I do feel like this album award was well deserved. However, I hate it. Part of me just be feeling like it's a we owe you. And I hate that feeling, but as we talked about, she should have won for Lemonade. And I believe that was the year where Adele chopped the trophy in half. She broke that trophy in half on stage and gave her the other one. Like she was on stage like, no, this should have been Beyonce.
Yes, Adele was hella emotional. I mean, that album, I was actually really shocked that she didn't get it for Lemonade. And I felt like she was robbed. But
very much
this
so.
is what I'll say. Like Beyonce has this talent of she doesn't, and maybe behind closed doors, she's punching the air, absolutely. But I think she has this ability to channel her frustration, her anger, all her emotions, and just put out even better, you know what I mean? Material. It's like, how can Beyonce outdo herself? It's like she gives you Renaissance. She gives you Cowboy Carter. And then it's to know that she had Cowboy Carter before Renaissance, and Renaissance was just some shit she threw together is insane.
Nah, that was the wild part about it. The fact that Cowboy Carter was probably supposed to come out until pandemic hit, and she was like, the people need to dance. The people need to move. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Shout out to her. And Money Long. Money Long. Why I say it like that?
For you.
Yeah.
Did you see her performance though?
I did not. It was good. Was it good?
Ooh.
No. We ain't gonna talk about it.
She needed hot tea before. That's all.
That's a hard song to consistently perform with.
It is. And no. And I get it. Money, and she gives us money vocals all the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I wasn't shocked. I'm like, you needed to rest. You needed some tea. But that's all right.
Shout out to her. Shout out to Money Long. Lucky Day. Best traditional R&B performance for That You. I don't remember that song, but good for him, man. Good for him,
okay. It wasn't just me. I did not recall that song.
No. I've never heard of this lady. Avery Sunshine for Best Progressive R&B Album.
Oh, I don't know Avery Sunshine.
I don't me neither. I'm
but
just
she's
going
a black
through this
woman,
thing
so
I saw on Instagram, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna tune in. Shout out, mind you, I meant to put this album on my list of favorites for 2024, but I had to stick with my word. I had to stick with what I said. But shout out to No Worries, that is Anderson .Paak, and Knowledge for Best Progressive R&B album. They must have got that wrong. Anyway, Why Lord got a Grammy.
Not Why Lord.
I don't know who else was in that category.
Uh.
I'm not saying it wasn't a Grammy worthy project, but I'm trying to sit here and think, was there nothing better? I'm not finna do no research on the nominees right now. But either way, it was a
But
good
the fact
project.
that you can't even think of, who else
Yeah.
they're with tells you something.
This is a sign of the times, as we talked about with R&B. But
Mm-hmm.
congrats to them. Anderson Paak always well deserved.
He
Uh,
delivers.
yes, yes he does. Yes he does. Chris Brown finally got his best R&B album
You
award.
know what, Breezy? You fucking right. Yeah. Them niggas been owed you a Grammy, couple of them. I'm going to be honest, because at some point you got to let that shit go.
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
for Rihanna to be like, hey, y'all, you know what I mean? Enough
yeah,
is enough.
yeah. No, you know what? You know what? Now that you say that, I didn't think about that at first. But for Chris Brown to receive a Grammy is
It's been 13
that's
years.
that's pretty remarkable. That's pretty remarkable. It's funny how people don't let things go,
Mm,
even when the two people who was
we're
in it
involved. Mm-hmm.
been past it. You know what I'm saying? And he's been making some incredible music. Mind you, I don't think he was going to get an award for those 40 plus song albums. Even though
That
I
nigga was just
wonder
clearing out his hard drive. I don't care what nobody says.
did
That nigga's like,
did
I just need to clean this.
the joint with Drake? That's something I need to look up. But did the what the heck was the name of that
No
song?
guidance.
Did that get a Grammy?
I don't know.
I I mean, I don't know either, but if that didn't win a Grammy, they was hating. They was hating big time
I'm
with that.
telling you,
Yeah. Cause boy,
it's
that was a bop of all bops.
he. If you think about after, I think the last time he won a Grammy was off Fame, if I'm not mistaken, that album. But
Yeah.
that was about like 13 years ago, and you're not gonna tell me. Yes, he's dropped like these heavy, pieces of work, but in between, then he's had hits. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one thing you can't deny about Chris Brown. Like he's gonna give you hits. He's gonna give you bangers. You're
Big
telling me in
facts.
13 years he didn't earn not one Grammy? It's
Yeah,
weird.
that's a trip. That's a trip. And finally, not finally, but shout out to Black Women, man. Big shout out to Rhapsody and Erica Badu, man, for best
Mm-hmm.
melodic rap performance. Ooh, baby, slow motion for me. Ooh, that 3 a.m. boy. That's ooh, 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 ooh. And you know what, man? Hey, you know what, man? There's somebody on the show that likes to hate on Rhapsody. I know it's not you, Casey. It's not you, but
Oh, I know it's not me.
when I bring on Rhapsody, there's some niggas that like to, some folks that like to hate on rap. But
Why?
she's officially a Grammy Award winner. You know what I'm saying? Way
This is
before
her
these.
first one?
Yeah, she's been nominated a couple times. She got nominated for best new artist. She actually nominated for
Mm.
best rap album for I think it was called Layla. She's had a couple. She's had a couple shots at it. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for her to get this one with Erica Badu, though, I think it's hard
That's
because
dope.
this song really is a. This is probably the gem off of the album. Like, I'm not gonna act like this album was like,
Phenomenal. Yeah.
but this is a true gem off of this album. So shout out to her. I'm very happy for Rhapsody. Um, Oh yeah. Now talk about best rap album. Speaking of black women, man, big shout out to Doechii for Alligator Bites Never Heal. She won best rap album.
Yeah.
And even as a J. Cole stan, I get this one. You know what I'm saying? Uh big shout out to her. An
I
amazing
mean,
project.
and I'll always give you your flowers, Tyler, because I've heard of Doechii, right? Like this wasn't like you put me completely on, but you
Yeah.
were like, nah, Casey, listen to Nissan Ultima. That's just gonna change your life. And when I tell you that listening to that, I was like, oh, she's mean.
Yeah.
She's not someone to play with.
Yeah.
Her whole album, front to the way I felt about Invasion of Privacy is the way I felt about this album. You can
Mm-hmm.
burn that whole shit out. There's not one song I can say, oh, I don't like it. Nope. It's great. And the creativeness behind her like music videos and just where she takes the music. Cause it's one thing to just do the, music well. She
Yeah.
does the whole shit.
I have been listening to her. Sorry, I need to get up on the mic. I've been listening to her since she dropped the EP. I can't even find it. God dang, where she put that junk? Oh, she dropped this EP back in 2022 called She Her Black Bitch. And
Mm.
ever since then I've been I don't know, listen to her, I've been keeping up. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And she's truly been building up to this moment with, her hits like What It Is,
Yeah.
Alter Ego, and seeing her perform on BET Awards, going all out
Mm-hmm.
back when she just had those singles. It's just it's good to see her, to see what she did, especially when the concept of this album at first was just like, I'm gonna just put something together, like you were saying earlier with her Swamp Sessions. The whole thing was she was making those songs in like an hour,
Which is
and,
insane.
and then she was using an iPhone on like one take to record the music videos. Now I don't know if she did that for Denali as a River. I'm sure that
Mm.
song maybe have took a little bit more time, but a lot of those songs early in the album is just like thrown together. And mind you, this was supposed to be a mixtape. You know what I'm
She
saying?
said it when she accepted it, so I think it is a mixtape. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even
So,
like an album, really.
and it kind of makes me that's a good thing for rap in general. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because I feel like more rappers need to approach their albums like, just do what you did to get you here. Like the mixtape game is what got a lot of rappers to
Mm-hmm.
this level, and then they try to do something totally different when it's time to put the album together. And I'm like, just give us that
Stick with
mixtape.
the formula. Yeah.
I'm telling you. So shout out to Doechii. Shout out to her, man. All right. Tank and the Bangers. Man, I ain't heard about them since the Tiny Desk. I know they've dropped a
Mm.
couple projects, but they dropped one of the best Tiny Desk performances like ever.
Mm.
Yeah, it was one of those like new artist spotlights for real, and they came and killed that shit. But they won a Grammy for best spoken word poetry album. So I'm gonna have to tune in. I gotta go back tune in. The
Okay.
heart, the mind, and the soul. Oh yeah, I know a lot of black women love this black woman. She got a lot of black women back in the jazz. Shout out to Samara Joy. Samara Joy
Mm.
won Best Jazz Performance and Best Jazz Vocal Album. My wife loves this woman. I know a lot of people that are like, I mean, this woman has an amazing voice, and for her to be like, I'm gonna be a jazz singer, it's just kind of, it's absolutely crazy. Her
Mm.
whole daggone family can sing. There's a video of her granddaddy, this nigga like 80 something, just
Hitting it.
busting out vocals. I said, boy.
Oh no, that's right.
All right, let's see. Shout out to the gospel. Everybody in gospel is black, but let me see. Shout out to Corey Henry for his gospel album Church. Tim's won Best African Music for. Oh Lord bless me. Tim's Tim's won Best African Music Performance for Love Me JJ. Yes indeed, yes indeed. Shout out to Tim's, boy. That is a force. She is a force.
Mm. She
I
is.
love.
Pen is
I
mean.
yeah. I go running to her music. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. There's some other folk on here.
SZA got one too. TDE had a night.
SZA got one for what?
I don't remember what it was for, but I know she got one.
Well, shout out to all of them, man. There's so many daggone music
I
awards.
want to say it was. Oh, you know what it was? I know it was for the song Saturn.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So she got one.
Must have
Yeah.
been like electric R&B or something.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Something like that. Shout out to them. Shout out to the winners. You know, I try not to put a lot of hype into the Grammys, you know.
Yeah.
But
It's like
people take it
honor roll
serious.
for musicians.
Did
You know
you
what I mean?
see? Did you see? There was a moment where these two women were talking to Babyface, like
I did.
the Babyface.
So here, what's say your angle, and I'm gonna give mine.
So he's talking to Babyface, and I guess there's an artist that's pretty popping out here in a category I'm not aware of. But you're talking to one of the biggest hit makers in music, and the lady, like the other lady, just asked him a question, and the other lady was like, I think it's her name Chapel or something like
Chaperone.
Chapel, 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 like yelling for her, and he just go, "Y'all want to talk to her? All right." He just hands them the mic and he walks away.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
So
how y'all gonna do babyface like that?
I okay, so here's my thing. I understand it in the sense of Babyface is legendary, right? Like nobody could take that away from him. But if we're thinking about what is buzzworthy, like what's going to get the clicks, right? Chaperone is somebody who is popular and more, I don't like, it's more contemporary. Like she is more out there and, um, more, I
I feel
guess,
you.
current. Current is the word. Now, what I will say is, I do think it was kind of rude. We could have done that a different way. Like, hey, we love you, babyface, or whatever. But I was told to get chaperone, so I'm gonna go. You
KC.
know,
Now I heard this on Higher Learning. I'm not gonna take credit for this. Shout out to
mm,
Van Lathan. What they really could have done been like, oh my goodness, babyface, look who's here. It's Chapel Roan. Have you guys ever met? This is
mm,
Babyface, one of the biggest producers with this great artist. You guys
yeah,
should work. You know what I'm saying? A pick of them shaking hands or saying hi to each other, like that's huge. You
yeah.
know. And
But
then he could have been like, all right,
the interviewers looked young though. They looked like they're
yeah,
wet
no,
behind
that's a
the
fact.
ears.
That's a
They
fact.
didn't seem
Probably
seasoned.
probably their first Grammy. They just
Hmm.
but that was crazy. I'm glad they did a tribute to Quincy Jones,
Hmm.
greatest producer of all time, man. What a legendary career, especially with the Michael Jackson albums.
Yeah.
I didn't see the performance. I need to go back and watch it, but I'm just glad that they did it because he definitely deserved it.
Cynthia Erivo killed it.
Yeah,
Janelle Monet? She
Chanel
did a great.
Monet.
She did a phenomenal job. She's a great performer. I wish that she was higher than what she is. Even though I think she's cool with where
She
she's
is
at.
respected. She's very
She's
much respected.
respected, as a musician, but I wish that, she got more flowers, I guess, if that makes sense from people.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she in and out though. She be in and
Mm.
out. I mean, she had her tour last year, 2 years ago for her previous album, really good album.
Mm-hmm.
And she been cooling. She been
Yeah.
cooling. She get a house in the jungle and with her friends and shit. Just
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, she not stressing. I know that's right.
she ain't stressed. She ain't stressing, man. All right. Man, we all music this week. So time for Tyler's Turntables. We're gonna talk about some albums. Shout out to my boy Lombard. He asked me about the Weeknd's album Hurry Up Tomorrow and what I thought. I want to preface this with two things.
Oh,
I think
brother.
I've listened to the album about one and a half. Okay. So this is a very fresh take. I haven't really sat on it. I do like to sit with albums before I talk to y'all, but people want my opinion. Um oh, and the second thing is I'm not the biggest Weekend fan. Not the biggest.
No. Mm.
Beauty Behind the Madness for me is like one of my favorite albums, and everything after that is just it hasn't lived up to the hype.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but they've been solid. They've been solid. So apparently, this album is the second trilogy. Uh, I guess he had a first trilogy, but this is his second trilogy. You got After Hours, Dawn FM, and now Hurry Up Tomorrow. And I believe this is the last album he's dropping under the name The Weeknd.
What
So
is he changing to the weekday?
I think I think he's changing it to his actual name. I think he switched it to
Oh.
his actual name. So with that in
Oh
mind, when
shit!
you
I just peeped your name. That was a good one, Tyler.
yeah, with that in mind, I kind of was listening to it in two ways. Because first, initially, I'm listening to it like, nigga, is this the same depressing I'm doing drugs, having sex with women thing that we hear
Yeah.
every time? Like, how how much can we listen to this and be
Yeah.
like? But I'm also took it with another set of ears of like, maybe this is him like, this is the like him like killing this version of himself. You know what I'm saying? Or this is him
Or like
saying,
shedding this skin.
yeah, this is him like saying goodbye to this version of himself. Hey, look, I told KC this, man. For those who aren't the Weeknd list, fans, right?
Mm.
Them first couple songs is hard to get past. Get past the first 4. It's 22 songs in there. You ain't missing nothing. Get past the first 4 or 5.
That's insane that you got to peel off, shed 4 songs.
Get past the first 4 or 5, and it don't start to get it turns into a vibe. It turns into a vibe. I like the joint with Travis Scott. I like the joint with Travis Scott. With Reflections Laughing. And it goes from Reflections Laughing with Travis Scott, and the next song is him with Future. And in that Future singing bag that we all kind of love. I think we kind of like when Future's singing. It's like it don't sound good, but you feel that joint. Like you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Everything straight.
It's like I hear banging.
Oh. All right.
Okay, no, you good.
Okay. I'm about to apply to you. So far, and now mind you, he got some decent production on here. Metro Boomin, as was part of this album.
Has he worked with Metro before?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. On Metro's albums.
Gotcha.
The one now, production wise, the best one I've heard so far is Niagara Falls. If you just that's a bop. That's a bop right there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Now allegedly, the last song, Hurry Up Tomorrow, it ends by starting the beginning of his first mixtape. Like the end of the song, you start to hear the beat to the first.
Oh, it like goes into. Oh, I'm not mad at that. That's kind of cool.
Shout out to Tyler. That's how I figured that out. My boy Tyler Holmes. Hey Tyler, I'd love to hear what you think about this. You know what I'm saying? Now the funny thing is, last time we talked about a Weeknd album, Tyler was on here, and I literally said the same thing. You gotta skip the first 3.
Yeah,
and he was like, what? I was like, bro,
I tried. I really did, y'all.
It's just for certain ears. I feel like some of the songs the Weeknd make, you gotta be in a club that's like, you gotta be in like a European club or something to really like
high off
vibe to it. Yeah. Have a couple drinks in you or something. But then you got this R&B smooth version of him that I'm a fan of, or when he like rapping and talking that shit. Like I like that version of the Weeknd. But then
I don't feel like he get in that bag enough though.
He really
but
don't.
I mean I respect it because it's kind of like, the I'm sure the like, European clubs bop shit. I'm sure that
they get made way more money. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes way more money for sure.
I get it.
And another album that dropped that I was like, because before the Weeknd dropped the album, I didn't know who I was gonna listen to this week, and a rapper by the name ESTG, who is signed to Yo Gotti's label CMG Records. He dropped an album called I Ain't Feeling You. And let me just say, mind you, I don't listen to ESTG that often. Let me not say that often. I don't listen to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I come in with fresh ears, and it's solid. It's a real solid project. I feel like it's something I can see Jay really bumping in his car. Don't take no offense to that, Jay. If you listen to it, you know exactly what I mean. And one thing I appreciated about the production, I'm realizing how old I'm getting, because he's sampling songs from 05, 06, he sampled on the song The Streets. He used the Duffel Bag Boys sample. And I was like, no, I'm getting old.
He putting age on it, huh?
When you start sampling Jones from when you was in 5th, 6th grade,
that's when that shit start getting a little more distant.
Oh Lord, you sitting there like, oh no, man.
Back in my day.
I remember when Duffel Bag Boy, that was when 2 Chainz was called Titty Boy.
Hey, throwback, huh? These kids don't know shit about that.
Lil Wayne said, I ain't never ran from a nigga, and I damn sure ain't about to pick the day to start running. I said, you ain't lying, Lil Wayne. My 10-year-old ass, I was like, yeah. I ain't never ran from no nigga. I'm sitting there going to private school.
Oh, God. Don't know shit about running. You know what I mean?
And I damn sure ain't about that was back. I started playing football around this. So I was like, yeah.
You know what? And I feel like that's a good pump up song, no?
Oh, for sure.
Mm.
For sure. I ain't know nothing about duffel bag. Ain't know nothing about a duffel bag boy.
Didn't know nothing about that life, but
low
got your mind
key.
right.
Low key. 2 Chainz and them was the first niggas wearing purses. Them the first niggas wearing purses I saw. Duffel bag boy, them niggas was wearing the
messenger bags.
Hey, man. Them the, hey. Anyway, what a time. Shout out to ESTG. I do like the album. This is the second album I've seen Rilo Rodriguez on. I don't know this nigga, but I guess I got a feeling he'll be coming soon. He'll be dropping something soon. You start to see people featured on albums, and you like, who the fuck is this nigga coming? So keep an eye out for him, man. Keep an eye out for him. All right, that's all I got for Tyler's Turntables. And now, time for the section you've all been waiting for.
Dun, da, da, da.
Podcast tip of the week. This week's podcast tip of the week, we will be discussing the audio interface. So last week we discussed the XLR cable, which plugs into the mic, but the other side gets plugged into the audio interface. And the audio interface is a device that connects your microphone and other audio gear to your computer, converts the analog signals, such as your voice or anything else that is close to the mic, into digital signals so your computer can process it. It very much improves the sound quality of your microphone, allowing you to control things like volume. So together, an XLR cable and audio interface are key tools for recording or streaming high quality audio. We use the Focusrite Scarlett 22. I believe that's what it's called, the Focusrite Scarlett. Now ours has 2 what's the word for it?
Like
plugins. Microphone plugins. Some audio interfaces have up to 6, even 12. But depending on whether you're recording remote or in person will base how much money you want to spend on an audio interface. Okay, so please, as much as you want to get quality equipment, just be smart about this. You know what I'm saying? I think the Focusrite probably was around the 200 mark, 200, 250 mark. It is an investment, so just know, look, until you can afford it, you can always just use the USB part of the mic. You know what I'm saying? But it definitely makes a difference, right? Because with the audio interface, as I'm speaking into the mic, I can like hear myself, so I can get a gauge of how I sound, to others and things of that nature. So the audio interface is a very important piece of equipment. And it's been working pretty well. I ain't had no technical issues with it so far. So that is our podcast tip of the week. Shout out to Jay. Jay, we will see you next week. And can't wait to talk about my Eagles winning the Super Bowl with you, my boy.
Yeah, come on.
You feel me? KC, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. I hope you have a good week. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe down there.
Yeah.
Is all the snow and ice and all that stuff is gone? Is melted?
Long gone.
All right, bet. Well, to all those listening, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please, if you want the convo before the convo, go to patreon.com/noclearance. And we still selling dad hats on the shop. Go to noclearancepod.com/shop. Get you a dad hat. Let me know how it is, man. Y'all let me know about this episode. Leave some comments in the YouTube. Let us know about the albums that we recommended. And let KC know about them Beyonce tickets. Let her know if you got them or not.
If you got a connect, a plug. Holla at me. You know what I mean?
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This is the No Clearance Podcast. Stay black.
Stay blessed.
Peace out.